I met a beggar on the street in Cairo, and he told me that he dropped his 3 daughters out of school because he could not pay their tuition. And so I decided to start Educate Me initially as a very small fundraising campaign to finance or reinstate school dropouts back to school. And over time, Educate Me evolved from just a simple fundraising campaign or initiative into that foundation that's now fully established in a community with its community development center and with its own educational system and educational curriculum. So far, we have reinstated more than 200 children over 3 years back to school. And recently, we've also established our illiteracy sessions for mothers here in the community. We've also created 4 jobs to people from this community. So the illiteracy sessions are delivered by the mothers here in the community who are trained to deliver the service. And so our service becomes something from the community and to the community. At the beginning, when we started, the financing mainly came from our friends or through social networks. And then over time, after we became a legal foundation, it became easier for us to receive donations primarily. So what we do generally is let the kids decide for themselves. Let the kids come here to our center, see all the learning options that they can get, so they can learn English, they can learn digital literacy, they can learn handicrafts. They have a whole lot of options that teach them different stuff. But they come here and it's their responsibility to decide what they want to learn and how they want to learn it. We've been getting more than 75% attendance rate here in the center, so the kids are actually willing to come. The kids that we meet before the age of 9, we reinstate them back to school. And the kids who are in school still go to school, but most of them just go there and they do not learn anything. Among the major problems that face these kids in their public schools is the environment itself, the learning environment. So the classes are not well equipped, the desks are broken all the time, and in certain classes you have up to 100 kids. And it's impossible to learn in this environment if you only have one teacher. Moreover, when it comes to teachers, most of them think they're underpaid. And so what happens is that they force the children to get private tutoring with them. Whether or not you take the private tutoring, this decides whether you pass or fail in the exams. For example, I've seen a kid coming with a math test score of 23 out of 25, and I tried to resolve it with her again, and I realized that she doesn't even know how to read. The teachers give them the answers in the classroom if they take the private tutoring with them. Education should have a purpose, and the purpose is not to get a grade, and it's not to get a certificate. And among the main problems in the current education system is that it relies mainly on standardized testing, it relies mainly on getting the kids to score in exams and accordingly define what's going to happen in their lives afterwards. The whole idea is getting them to graduate from Educate Me with the idea that I'm going to change, the world around me is going to change, my needs and my desires and my interests are going to change. But if I know what path to take at every point in time and the whole thought process, then I'm going to be fine throughout.